Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OpenAPI Design Strategies, Mastering Request and Response Objects. This tutorial dives deep into designing effective request and response objects within OpenAPI specifications, formerly Swagger. We'll explore best practices, common pitfalls, and advanced techniques to create robust and well-documented APIs. We'll focus heavily on clarity, maintainability, and developer experience. Understanding the foundation, request and response bodies. OpenAPI uses the request body and responses keywords to define the structure and content of API interactions. These are crucial for clear communication between the API provider and consumers. A well-defined structure ensures that clients can correctly send data and interpret the API's responses. Request bodies, request body. The request body object describes the data a client should send to the API. Key elements include content. This is the most important part. It's a map where keys are media types, example application/JSON, application/XML, multipart/form data, and values are media type objects. Each media type object specifies the schema of the request body using the schema keyword. Required, Boolean indicates whether the request body is mandatory for the operation. Defaults to false if omitted. Use true when the API cannot function without the body. Description, string a human-readable description of the request body, clarifying its purpose and contents. Response bodies, responses. The responses object defines the possible responses the API might return. Key aspects are HTTP status codes. Each response is mapped to an HTTP status code, example 200 OK, 400 bad request, 500 internal server error. This immediately tells the client the outcome of the request. Content. Similar to request bodies, this maps media types to media type objects, each specifying the response schema via the schema keyword. Description, string a description of the response for the given status code. It should explain the response structure and any potential errors. Example responses. For clarity, you can include example JSON or XML using the examples keyword within the content object. This gives clients a concrete model to work with. 2. Designing effective schema, data modeling. The core of well-designed request and response bodies lies in the schema definition. OpenAPI leverages JSON schema to describe the data structure. Primitive data types. OpenAPI supports standard JSON schema types, integer, number, string, boolean, array, object, null. Use these appropriately based on the expected data. Complex object definitions. For more complex data, define custom objects. These are particularly helpful for structured responses, like user profiles or product details. Consider properties. Define each field, property, of the object, including its type and any constraints, example required fields, minimum/maximum values, string length, pattern matching. Required, array of strings list properties that are mandatory. Description, string explain the purpose and meaning of each property. This is vital for API discoverability. Example, object provide a sample object to illustrate the structure. See data validation. JSON schema provides mechanisms for validating data. Use features like enum restrict a property to a predefined set of values. Min length, max length * specify minimum and maximum string lengths. * minimum, maximum * define range constraints for numbers. Pattern * use regular expressions to validate string formats, example email addresses. 3. Code examples and practical application, using Python and Flask. Let's illustrate these concepts with a Python Flask API and its corresponding openapi specification. We'll create an endpoint for creating a new user. 1. Python Flask API, user_API.py. 2. OpenAPI specification, openapi.yaml. This example showcases schema definition *. The user schema clearly outlines the request body structure, including data types, required fields, and examples. Response handling * the 201 and 400 responses detail successful creation and error scenarios, including example responses for better understanding. Marshmallow for validation * Python's Marshmallow library elegantly handles input validation, integrating seamlessly with Flask. 4. Advanced techniques. *1 of /any of /all of * for flexible schemas where different structures are possible, use these keywords to create conditional schemas. Discriminator * use a discriminator property to select the correct schema from a set of possible schemas, useful for polymorphism. Composition * define reusable components to avoid repetition in schema definitions. External references * for large specifications, consider splitting schemas into separate files and referencing them using $ref. Arrays and pagination * handle array-based responses efficiently, especially with large datasets using pagination. Include pagination information, total items, page number, page size, etc., in your response object. Conclusion. Well-structured OpenAPI request and response objects are essential for creating high-quality APIs. By adhering to best practices, providing clear documentation, and leveraging the power of JSON schema, you can make your APIs easier to understand, integrate, and use. Remember that consistent and descriptive naming conventions are vital for maintaining clarity and making your API easily maintainable and understandable for both consumers and future developers. Remember to use tools like Swagger UI or Redoc to visualize your OpenAPI specification and validate its correctness.